So as you all know, this series is called Take Back Your Life Today. And I'll first begin with a little bit of why I decided to say Take Back Your Life Today. And I think it'll become abundantly clear as we move through the presentation. But I was kind of reflecting on hearing so many stories from my friends, the people in my community, and also hearing stories about some of you who come to the Young and Dynamic, and realizing that there is an epidemic going on, and it's not COVID, it is mental health challenges. And we need to create a dialogue where we can open up, hear each other's stories, and know that we're not alone. And so that's why I decided to start this series. And the wonderful Young and Dynamic team have been so supportive of giving me this opportunity to share. So let's begin. Session 1, what is mental health? Next slide, please. So first I'm going to start with this video that I found really impactful. It's by UNICEF, and it says, it's called One Question Can Change Your Life. So we played the video, and those online, let us know if you're able to hear, just so we know, because it's very important.
To escape my mouth. I just say what I always say, that everything's going well and I'm doing fine right now. Because if I confess, then all that would do is cause my wife stress. The doubts will become bigger, leading to more uncertainty, create more mess. So I just keep it all inside and be strong for the family. Yes, I think that's what's best.
Oh, unfortunately, there's no sound. So what I'll do is make the slides available at the end of the presentation, and you can all watch the video. Just of it is, it's a lovely introduction into the one question that can change your life is, how are you doing? And so with that, we can go to the next slide. And I want you to all think about that question as we go through this presentation and as I share my experiences with all of you. So I wanted to start with the facts. On the African continent, according to Lancelot Global, 100 million Africans suffer from clinical depression. Of those 100 million, 66 million are women. 1 in 7 of the world's adolescents suffers from mental health problems. And the top 3 health issues and illnesses include anxiety disorder, bipolar, and affective disorders and depression. And so I think hearing these facts as I was doing my research and trying to understand the mental health sphere and how it is impacting all of us, I was shocked to the point of tears, because this is not okay. So if we go to the next slide. And in thinking this is not okay, I was spurred to realize that I was so shocked, but I myself had gone through severe mental health challenges. And this is something I hadn't shared, because on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, all social media, you only see the happy moments, the moments that are curated to seem a certain way, to convey a certain message. And that can honestly be very deceiving. Next slide, please. That's me when I was 6. I didn't have mental health issues then, don't worry. So I decided that I would share my story with you in 3 different stages, because I think it's so important that we understand that mental health is an illness, like diabetes, like arthritis, like cancer. And so the way that my mental health deteriorated and degraded over time was in different stages. So stage 1 was anxiety and imposter syndrome. Stage 2 was concealing pain with maladaptive coping mechanisms. And stage 3 was full-blown clinical depression. Now, don't worry, I'm going to define all of these terms so that you can understand my experience and maybe your own experience as well. Next slide. So imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome can be defined as a collection of feelings of inadequacy that are persistent despite evident success. Imposters suffer from chronic self-doubt, a sense of intellectual fraudulence that overrides any feelings of success or external proof of competence. Highly achieving, highly successful people often suffer. So imposter syndrome doesn't equate to low self-esteem or lack of self-confidence. Next slide. Anxiety. I'm sure we've all felt that feeling of worry, but anxiety disorder is when it's an intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may sometimes occur. Anxiety can be normal in stressful situations, such as public speaking or taking a test. Anxiety is only an indicator of an underlying disease when the feelings become excessive or consuming and interfere with your daily life.